What's going on, y'all? This is your man, Sir Banks, and once again, I'm here to teach you how to edit on Filmora 15. Right now, we're going to look at Doctor Strange special effect for his portal. So, without any further ado, let's get it in. Now, right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the finished product. Okay, as you see, it can actually use a little bit more fine tuning, but for right now, we're just going to concentrate on the portal and the sound effects for the portal itself. Now, going further, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to erase everything here. I'm going to highlight everything and I'm going to erase it all. I know you're like, oh, he crazy. He just got done with it. Hey, man, it's okay. It's a little difficult when you don't know, but that's why you're here to actually learn what to do. Okay. All right. So let's go. Now, first things first. I want to go to stock footage, and I want to take down the scene that I had right here. I'm going to put it on video track 2. Let's take it all the way down to video track 1. Okay. So we're going to start there. And then what I want to do is I want to go up here to, let's go to stickers. And the reason why we're going to stickers is if you have not downloaded it yet, go and find Filmora's website, and they got a place on there where it's called Cinema Sound Effects. You go there, you download, it'll come right into your sticker part, and then you can find it just like this. You go down there, and then it's material pack. Click onto that. You see superheroes. So right here in the superhero part, you'll see all kinds of things for Doctor Strange. You got time warp. You got I think that time warp is, I don't think that's Loki's thing. I think that was from one dimension to another. I'm not sure what that was. Here go the cube, the energy. Not that's just the cube, the infinity cube. That's what that is. And then you got Thor's lightning and everything. Then you've got teleportation right there. You know, that mainly would be going from, space down to a planet or something. Not sure what that one was, but I do know this is Tony Stark, where he's actually looking at the Iron Man, looking out of the Iron Man suit and figuring out what strategy he's going to play next. Anyway, all that was just me geeking out for a minute. So let me go further on this. Now, as you see with the portal, you can do from the middle and from the right, from the left, and here's one where it's just sitting there. It doesn't do this. See the difference? The other one's just sitting there. So what we're going to do is we're going from the left. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to grab that, drag and drop down here. And if you see, this is Doctor Strange shields too. Pretty cool. Anyway, so I know I wanted it to start right up about right there. So it's gonna come on in with immediately. So what I actually want to do, I want to stretch this out further. Well, not just yet. Not just yet. Because now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and go to stock footage again. And I just want to set that up because I know what I want to do next. But right now, as you see, it's way out and about like this. It's all kinds of crookedness. So I'm going to resize this. Still crooked. So go up here. Tilt that just a little bit. Don't worry about it. I know it looked crooked with the square, but that's not what we're concerned about. We're just looking at the picture itself, the video itself. And you see it's some kind of haze. I'm gonna make it brighter. I'm gonna make it bigger. As you see right here, some little shades here where it is squared. So I want to go back, and I'm going to go here to double click that. And what I want to do here is I want to mask it. That's what I want to do. And so when I mask it, I want to resize it so it'll be like a circle. Because that's what I'm working with, right? It's a circle. Not too much. I'm going to pull this down so it can be just right around it. Because I want to cut off the edges. Now, if it's not working out right, where you got your cursor and it's moving it left or right, up and down, diagonal, whatever the case is, what you want to do is use your directional arrows that's on your keyboard. Do that. It'll move it frame by frame, which is a lot better. Not frame by frame, but it move it just, inch by inch, a little bit, here and there. It's a lot better to deal with that than trying to just look closer and closer and making sure that it'll just be there. That's a whole lot better. Anyway, so we're going further, and what I want to do is I want to blur this out because I want it to blend into the background as much as possible, as you see. So I'm gonna do this again. You see where it's kind of, you can still see the redness there, orangey redness. So I'm blurring it out a little bit. There you go. And then I think my height, reposition, my rotation, all of that stuff is good. What I was looking for, ladies and gentlemen, was a shadow. I thought for sure I had a shadow in here, but I guess I was wrong. Let's look over here. Maybe, no, let's look in basic. Because, there we go. I knew it was a shadow somewhere. So I want to put a shadow on it, so it could really, there we go. Yes. Okay. I want to shadow it, and then I want to take the shadow to an angle so I can really cut it off the best way possible. There we go. Let's go with, yeah. Okay, now let's blur the shadow a little bit too. There you go. Transparency. Gonna go with none. And then now we're gonna just hit OK. We're gonna see what that looks like. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Yeah, see how you don't have it. You might have a little drawing line here, but it cut off all that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna still do this, and I'm gonna do some more masking on it. Is what I'm gonna do. So with the masking part, I want to do the scaling on it a little bit more down, and that should do just right there. That should be great. All right, now I like it this way because I like how it's digging into the earth. I don't like it just way up top. As you can see, the circle still here, but you can also see some of it is digging into the earth. It seems to me that's a more exciting connection. So I kind of did that on purpose. The movies I don't think the movies do it that way, but I like it that way. And this is about what you like. So you do it your way also. I'm just giving you some pointers here and there. So let's move on. Now, the other thing is that what we're doing here is we're gonna actually take it all the way out to right here where it's just disappearing. Bam. Now you're like, oh, well, wait a minute, this isn't going any further. Okay, don't worry about it. We still got you. We got you on that. So what I want to do is you're going to highlight this right here. And then you're going to, on your keys, you're going to hit Control CV. See what that do? Gives it a duplicate. You come back. Make this bigger this way. Look at that bar down here. so I can make it bigger. Yeah. See that little bit right there? Nope. I want to make sure to cut it off right at the end. Right there. And delete it. More than likely, I'll go back here to my media. I want to go to transition. Dissolve. Put a transition on there. And you might say, well, why are you putting a transition on there? It makes no sense. Well, this is why it makes sense. Without the transition, hit the delete on there. Because I dubbed it, see that skip? You don't want that. Dissolve a lot of the times becomes the safe haven. See, much smoother. So now we're gonna go back further from there. All right, let's put this small again. Now what we're gonna do is we're going for the inside because you gotta transport somewhere, right? You can't just make a portal and not go anywhere. You gotta do something. So what we're gonna do is I'm going back to stock footage, and there's a city right here, just right here in front of me. Now what we're gonna do is make this, pull this to video track 3, replace this one with video track 2. Now, did I do this right? Let's see if I did this right. Okay. That's what I want to do here. Watch this. You might figure, well, why you ain't do it this way? Relax, I got you. Okay, so I'm going back here. I want to double click on it because again, we're going with another mask. Now I want to mask this. So I'm going to try to mask it. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's do it this way. Let's mask it here. How about inverting it? No. Let's reset. I don't know what just happened. It's not big enough. There we go. There we go. Now we can mask this. Okay, sometimes you'll run into that trouble. If your frame is not big enough, then it will actually do the set. It will mess up that way. So I had to just figure something out real quick. And I'm going to keep that in there just to let you know that when you make a mistake, don't panic. Don't panic at all. Just sit, figure it out for a moment, and you'll get it. You'll get it. That's what I like about Filmora. They make it so easy that, even when you are not a beginner, you could still mess up and go back to your beginning stages and jump right back into your pro stages. They make this program so easy. So, in any case, I'm going to actually make this bigger so I can have enough room to do my sizing. And I'm going to go back to, I don't want no mask right now because I need to make this big. And then I'm going to go to a mask because my original frame, there we are, because I'm going to shrink this. There we go. And then I'm going to shrink this way. There we go. Oops, too much. What I'm trying to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is actually make a circle. Now you see it's going behind the footage. You don't want that, of course not. So what you want is, you want to pull this from track 2, put it above the track 3, and put it down like that so everything will stay together. Now when I pull it over there, it's in front of it. So that's good. That's exactly what I want. Make this circle to fit inside of here. There you are. Now you're like, oh man, it's still too big. Don't worry about it. I got you. Now remember, I couldn't work my cursor. So my cursor is too much. So what I'm gonna do, this is when I'm moving my directional buttons on my keyboard, on my keypad. So that's what I'm doing there. So it's still like that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna invert it. No, the inverted wasn't right. Oh, no. I got it. There you go. There you go. Now we're cooking with butter, baby. See, now you see it, and we'll bring it closer to you. Now you see the city kind of deep in there. You know, it's filled. Now you got it like that. So now, as you see, when you open it, now you don't want the city right here also. That city has to come later. So when you are making this open, see how that's making it right here? All right, now I want that to start right there. So my thing is, I'm going to move this here. So now when I start, now you see the city just sitting in there. That's what you do. Now you could pick different parts of the city that you can see that will sit in there, here and there and everything like this, because of the simple fact that when it's in here, you want to make it believable that you are about to travel to another part of a dimension, a city, a state, a country, whatever. You're just not going to be where you started at. That's all I'm trying to say here. Now, that being said, let's make this smaller again. Let's cut right here and delete the access. Now keep in mind, yes, this is still here. This is still here. Don't worry about it. All right, now we've got it in here. Now when that disappears, you really don't want that either. So what you're gonna do is take this here, highlight it, and push it back. Now when it disappears, the whole city disappears with it. See how that goes? So now you've got it opening up. You see the city right there? And then when it disappears, whoop, it's gone. Now, let's go further. Now what you want to do is you want a special effect. Since I could not find the special effect on Filmora, the right one that I wanted to have, I had to go to the internet, download off of there, and you can have your own way of downloading. So you can do that and then bring it into your files and then drag it from your files onto the filmora software. And that's how I did mine. So this is the reason why mine is in the media right here. So all I have to do now is drag the audio, drop it down here. Now I don't want this here. You hear that click, that clicking? I didn't like that. So what I want to do is, and I know that's what it is when he's having issues with, supposedly trying to make the portal. He's having issues with it, but I want you to be successful from the jump. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right here. Let's make this big again. All right, because I want to cut it right off. See how I'm messing up? I'm not starting from the beginning. No, I want to start it off from right here. That's what I want. Highlight this. Make sure this is highlighted when you want to actually cut, because if you don't, then this is what will happen. You try to go ahead and do this without anything highlighted. Now you're going to hit this cut right here. See all that? All of that's cut. No, that's not what you want. Control Z. Z is in zebra. goes back. That's a shortcut key. That's a hotkey is what they call it, you know. So you can do that. But what I want to do is I want to highlight this. I want to hit this cut and then highlight the one behind it. It's always going to highlight the one in front of it. What you want is to highlight the one behind it so that this is the one you want to be cut off. Just in this case, not all the time, but in this case, that's what's going on. Now I want to make this bigger to make sure I got it right at the beginning, which I did not. So I'm just going to cut it again. See, but even I tried to use my direction key with that, even that didn't work. So I'm just gonna be satisfied with this. I'm gonna go here, go back again, cut that. Then I'm gonna drag this to the beginning of the timeline. There you go. Hit my home key, do that. And then make it small again. All right, we're good with that. Now, let's make sure that this is okay from the beginning. Now you hear it just now still going on. Don't want that. So what I want to do is, now it's starting to fizzle down. Okay. So now what I want to do is, okay, let's see. Since it's fizzling down, I want to highlight this audio one. That's my first soundtrack timeline. So I want to highlight that. I want to take it to probably about right here when it starts fizzing out. It'll start fizzing out about right there. Let's make this bigger so y'all can see too, because I can see what's going on here. See, it starts fizzing out maybe around here, but I'm going to cut it right here. Why? Because, no, you know what? Let's take that back. Let's take that back. Let's go ahead and cut it about right here. All right, that'll be, I can work with that. That might be a lot better. And then, let's cut it one more. Just one more slice would be okay. One more slice. There. See? And then we're going to cut it off right at this point. Let's make this even bigger to make sure. So you keep making your timeline bigger so you can really keep an eye on things. See how that little space right there? So right there is where you want to cut it off at. Cut that off here. I'll highlight this. I'm going to cut that off there. I'll highlight both of these and delete them both at the same time. Save some time and effort for myself. Now I'm going to make this timeline bigger. I'm sorry, make it smaller. So I don't have to go all the way down the way to look for it. Now I want to make sure that I got some things going on. Now see this here? This is only short because of what I got going on. Now, we should be all the way good. There we go. It could stand to be a little bit more shorter, to be honest, with the sound effect. So just to pull it in just right, I am going to cut it not from the end. I'm going to cut it a little bit more. Let's see, because I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's where I lost track where that was. Okay. I'm going to do this here and do that. Okay. See where we're going? And then let's try this again from this end. All right, that seems like it's going to be better. Oh, I tell you what. To make it even so it doesn't sound choppy, because this sounded choppy. See how that did that? Okay, so what you want to do, bring up the sound. Since you know what's going on anyway, bring that up. There you go. See, it's not choppy at the end now. Home key. Home key. Let's make all this small again. And that should do it. There you go. And that's how you make Doctor Strange Time Portal. For more insights and more special effects, look right up here. I know I got a little band-aid, but whatever. Kind of cut myself. I was making food and everything, but it'd be all right. But look up here, and I've got more videos for you, and I'll see you in the next video. For right now, Sir Banks, let's get some rest.